Yeah, hello guys. Let me know. So what we are going to do? We are going to resume our work related to this AI agents. In the previous part, what we had covered, we had covered the basics of Ollama, right? How to install the Ollama and then what is Ollama. Basic things I had covered. And now today what we are going to do, we are going to run this Ollama server, and the problem yesterday what was happening, I was not able to install the LLM, right? I was not able to install LLM, the large LLM model, which is here Llama 3, and another is Mistral. So I have downloaded Mistral in my local system, this large LLM. You can see the diagram here, you can see, let me show that actually it is not here. So just like this black lion, similarly for Mistral, there is also black line with 100%. So now it is successfully downloaded in my system, local system. So we will see everything after that. So let me open where it is, my Spring Boot project. So here you can see I have IntelliJ, right? Yeah, it is opening. Don't worry. While it is opening, I want to show you this, how to install this Mistral. So you just need to run the command Ollama run Mistral, and when you click it, you can see Ollama run Mistral. In my case, it is showing error because there might be some problem. Let me run it. Okay, it is not letting me run it. I am inside the Ollama only, right? This command is running or not. Okay, first I'm running the Ollama server, which is running on port 11434, you can see. And then let me execute this command, not this. Ollama run Mistral. Yeah, it's now loading. So first we need to run the Ollama server, and then only we can run the Mistral. So once you click this one on your Mac OS or in Linux, then you are going to see a prompt here, or if it is downloaded, you are going to see this prompt, and this is the prompt which is going to connect with Ollama, basically this Mistral LLM in the backend, and it is going to give us the response. Suppose I want some I just like in Chat GPT or Gemini, we ask some questions, right? Similar way, let's ask some questions. Maybe what I can ask related to anything. Let me ask related to Java. Why string is a final class in not final class. Let me see why string is immutable, right? This is very popular interview question. Let's see what it is responding. Actually, it is very slow than ChatGPT, Gemini, or anything because it is in local, and I observed it. The answers it gave very slow. You can see the here you can see the speed. Actually, strings in many programming languages, including Java and Python, are designed to be immutable. This is the answer it is giving us, right? This design choice has several benefits. You can see thread safety because a string can once created cannot be modified, it can be safely, something like that. So it is going to give us, let's wait for the output. Cool. If you are having some problem, let me zoom it out so that you can see a better way, bigger version. So you can see Ollama run Mistral, and then the query what we have, why string is immutable, and then it is giving us some responses here in the console only. Cool. So this I wanted to show that our Mistral or Llama 3 is running fine. So let me show you about Mistral if I have not told yesterday. So Mistral, you can see this is the Ollama library. Here you can see Mistral. So Mistral has version 7b, and other than that we can have Cloud Code, Codex, OpenCloud. These are the LLM models which we can integrate with our Spring Boot application. But for now I'm using this one, right? Ollama run Mistral. I run this command. I'm using latest version Mistral 7b. Let me show this 7b. Where here it should be the details, right? Yeah, here you can see by running the server we see Mistral 7b. So we have this one, and you can see the model name is Llama. So it is connecting with the Llama actually, and Llama is developed by Facebook. It is the Meta project. Llama. Llama is actually an animal. Let me show you that animal. This is the llama animal, right? And that's why Facebook have this animal name. And llama, what I was going to search, llama Meta project. So here you can see Llama industry leading open source AI at Meta, introducing Llama foundation of 65 billion. So here you can see introducing Llama foundational 65 billion parameter large language model. So this one we are using. Now let's go back where I was. I was on the command prompt, right? Or terminal here in macOS. Okay, it is still loading the commands. Let's let it do whatever it is doing. Meanwhile, I want to show you the Spring. Yeah, this Ollama. I have few modifications in my controller. So let me show that also. Let me it's loading actually, it's very slow in my system. But yeah, I want to show you first. Let me show you the application, just a Spring Boot application. From Spring Boot initializer, we had done this. So we have simple class, Spring Boot app, and then a chat controller, which have annotated with the REST controller and then request mapping. We have simple chat controller having here Ollama service, and then passing that Ollama service which we have created here. We will go into this Ollama service in the constructor, and then we have one method which is get method, and the URL is /API/chat. And what it is doing inside it, it is requesting or having an parameter which is request para, and it is type of string and prompt. What is this prompt? This is the same prompt which we just gave here in a string format. So here you can see why string is immutable. This kind of string or prompt is going to be passed here, and then Ollama service, once we create on this, it is going to the service method of the generate. So look here, the Ollama service, it is a service annotated beside the REST service and the simple REST template. I have removed web client since we are going with simple things, so I am using REST template for now. REST template maybe for future versions it is going to be deprecated. I think REST client is, I think, not REST client, web client, I think it is. Uh, Web client is going to be there, and then REST client is there for instead of REST template. REST client is going to be there. Let me see if it is going to be deprecated. I don't see the documentations here. Okay, if it is going to be deprecated, somewhere I had read, like, you can tell me if it is deprecated, is going to be deprecated or not. Meanwhile, let's come back here. So generate method is what it is doing. It is going first going to our localhost URL, this one, http 11434. So let me open this also in the browser so that we can see our Ollama server is running or not. Ollama server is running. Cool. So now our Ollama server is running, which is great. And here you can see, look at this one. Here you can see we have 404. Then there are some API requests, right? So whatever API request we are going to create or hit, or which is whatever it is going to land on the Ollama server at port what is 11434, then it is going to be logged here only. You can see it here, right? Cool. So we will hit one API and we will also see like that should be logged here only. So now let me go back again. Okay, till here it is not deprecated, I think. Otherwise it could have been deprecated. Not deprecated for now. Yeah. So now let's go back to service. So this is the URL which we are hitting in local, and then we have a map of object, request object. What key one is model. Model, what we are using, the model is Mistral. This is the model, right? This is the model which we are using, and then we have prompt, which is a string, and then string is equal to false. And headers, simple headers, nothing more. Entity, we have HTTP entity, and we are going to pass this entity. So my response is template post for object. This is for, instead of post for object, you can use exchange also, but yeah, post, since it is a post method, we are posting for object with URL, HTTP entity, and my class, which is here, the request. Cool. The response is, if it is not null, just give the response, get the response from the response field, and then if it is not, then no response. This is the simple service and controller, nothing more than that. And then we have Ollama request. I have not used it till now. These two are not used. I was trying to use it, but for now I'm not using it, so I don't I'm not using it, so forget it. Yeah. So now let me run this application, Spring Boot application, and let's see if we get connected to our Ollama server, this one, and then passing the sorry. Then by passing some prompt, if we are able to get some answer on that. So let's see that. Yeah, it is still running. Today's IPL match, which is ongoing, but the match is very boring, so I came here. Also, it was time for the live, so I came here only. Generally, I side by side I watch the match, but today I'm not watching. Yeah, so here you can see Swagger is also enabled. So let's go to the Swagger endpoint also. There on the local host Swagger. Yeah, this one. This should be visible, right? Let me open this one. Yeah, here you can see this is our API, which is here. We can try it out. We can enter some prompt. Let me copy the same prompt. Actually it is taking a lot of time. Let me control this. I want what is on uh, 2 and 3. Now there should be answer, right? Let me copy this one also. So what should be happening? Our Spring Boot app, you can see where is it is. It is running successfully, and the response should be visible here after 200. Okay, there should be some response, right? So let me copy this one. Okay, let us see here. There should be some logging also. Here you can see this is the new one, right? At 9 o'clock, 9 to 93. So once when we hit from the Swagger, this is logged here. That's what I was trying to tell. And now let's go here to the Mistral. This message, this command prompt, actually I have not printed it. Otherwise, the message here, we can log it also here. You can see slash API chat. First it went to slash API chat, and then it's going to conversate with the Mistral in the backend with slash API slash. Let me show this API here. You can see Ollama service. First, where it is going on the chat controller. Here you can see this controller, this endpoint is open, and from this one it is going to call this generate method, and then it is going to hit this API slash generate. Same thing here, you can see first it is hitting API slash chat and then API slash generate. First it is landing on this server, Ollama server, and then going to connect with Mistral and fetching the passing the prompt, the same prompt which we passed, and then going to give us some output related to that. So let's see that sum of sum. You can see the sum of 2 and 3 is 5. Cool. So we got so successfully. We can see it is working fine. It is connected with our Ollama Mistral and Ollama server also, and Spring Boot is up and running. So you can copy this. I can commit this code in GitHub, but it is good for us today. For today, I think it is enough. Next day, we are going to dive deeper and going to make some bigger project and some good, cool AI agents. Yeah, so this was very basic one. Cool guys. See you later. Have a great day.